Doggies, I was back to work. Today's Monday, and boy, was it a Mondayest Monday of all the Mondays there ever was on a Monday. Hee hee. Well, I'm still awake, and it's 9 o'clock. There's 4 minutes left on the game. Chiefs ain't doing so good, but it's all right. They won the last 2 years, so they don't have to win this one. Okay. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the morning. Bye. Well, hello there. Ooh, ooh. How you doing? It's Monday for me. So it's Wednesday for you. Oh, today's the 10th. Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. So I was born February 7th, 2019. Come on, Phil. 1972. Well, she was born February 11th. I don't know, 7 years before that. Don't make me math. So anyway, there's 7 years between she and I. And then the middle sister, there's 4 years between she and I. So, well, if you watch yesterday's video, you already know what I'm having for lunch today because I had it for supper last night. I took some, I know I needed more salt, that's for sure, because as I was eating it last night, I kept adding more salt and adding more salt. It was like, even though I did use seasonings when I made it, but what it is some ground beef. And while that was cooking, I tossed in some zucchini, and I tossed in some jicama. Jicama just adds a different layer, a different texture, different flavor. And so, I like mixing in different things and different flavors. I used to not be like that. I used to want things to be pretty much the same consistency, the same everything. But as I've branched out over the years, I kind of enjoy the different flavors and textures. So having that zucchini in there, that's a little bit on the softer side, and then the jicama, and that's a little bit on the crunchy side. So it just kind of makes it fun. I do wish I had onions in there, but that's neither here nor there. So that's what it is. That salt helped. Along with that is my salad. And as usual, I've got cabbage in the bottom of it. I've got some rutabaga in there, some red onions, some tomatoes, and some of those pickled zucchini. And then seasonings. I put some, I don't even remember what seasonings I put in there, but I sprinkle on some kind of seasoning. And then I've got my dressing on it. And so the dressing that I use, it's a mixture of G. Hughes dipping sauces, 2 of them. And actually, I also add in some Walden Farms salad dressing. So I literally just dump those in, no specific amounts, but I just dump those 3 into a big shaker cup about halfway. And then at the halfway point, then I fill the rest of it with water. I like my dressings thin. Even like when I go out to eat at restaurants, I wish they were thin, because otherwise you get a whole bunch of dressing on one bite and none on all the other bites. So I like my dressing thin so it gets on all over it. Or, yeah, gets on all over for each bite. That sounds better. Anyway, so let's see what we think. I'm going to drive this morning. I was like, I don't want to go back. That's what I hate about taking a day off. Because then you got to go back. And same with vacations. I don't want to go back after I've been off, So that's one of the reasons why I prefer to just not take off. So, I don't know. It's just kind of the way it works for me. Because like I say, when I take off, I don't want to come back. So, but here I am. So, all right. Well, that's what I know. I had a meeting already. I told y'all I run the a weight loss challenge thing for us, and so I've got to work on getting the weights together, and do that. Move that. Already did that. And then just some other reports I got to work on today. Tomorrow night is Red Hat Lady. But I won't wear the outfit to work. Suzanne and I we have lunch tomorrow. We have an off-campus meeting that she and I do. And that's tomorrow. So I don't want to be all decked out in my purple and red and all that stuff. Although, since it's my birthday month, I'll be wearing a red instead of... So I could just leave the hat off and just wear a red sweater. All right, editing Terri, take yourself to the bedroom and hang up a red sweater and pull out your purple hat. And don't wear the hat, but pull it out and set it on the kitchen counter. And then you can wear your red sweater or red shirt to work tomorrow. And then after you get off work, come home, feed the dogs, let them out, throw on your hat, and then go join the ladies. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye. Hey, so we got a little bit to talk about. Let me do this so I don't forget what I'm eating. So I had one beef steak and a pork steak. No, a beef steak and 2 pork chops. And then I got some eggs in here. So, but what I did was, kind of like I did the other day, I cooked up the beef steak and then the 2 chops. And then I cut the chop into 2, like this bowl, and then the thing I'm taking to work tomorrow. And then when the steak was done, I cut it into bite sizes so I can eat it. So tomorrow I'll have beef and pork in the same meal, and today, and then I got 3 eggs in here. I got a little bit of my pickled zucchini with some red onion and some feta cheese. Oh, and I put some of the salt and vinegar on here. Hang on. What's that name of that stuff? You hold on a minute. Pork and Good, the salt and vinegar. Yes, please. Better have another bite. I gotta make sure there ain't no bugs. Now, this, I did not use thickener. I made 7 creamies. So, I usually use 1 package for 2 creamies. Well, since there was an odd number, this is just the banana bread creamy. I'm not putting thickeners in it. So I ended up having to run it as I do the sorbet, and I did it 4 times. I usually do 3, but let's see. So if you buy the keto chow for creamy, you don't need to add the thickeners. Just run it 4 times under sorbet, and then it's, well, the consistency I like. All right. And when I was at Walmart, don't judge me, I picked up a thing of Orange Crush. Diet Orange Crush. I know. Keep it to yourself. So, what I was going to say. Okay, so last night, I did not drink electrolytes with my supper. And I kind of rearranged my medications. And I did not have any toe cramps at all last night. All I did was I moved my cholesterol medicine, because I take a statin. I moved that to morning time. I already told y'all that and magnesium kind of go down the same pathway. So I did not have any leg cramps, and I did not drink any electrolytes at supper time. There is no electrolytes in that tonight. So So tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, if I whine about having toe cramps, just remember that I didn't drink any electrolytes. Something else I also saw is that Protonics, which is that stomach pill. I was only taking it because when I was in the hospital, the nurse said that I would be discharged on it. Hang on just a second. So I thought that was standard. I thought, well, okay, if you go on, Plavix and you go on aspirin, then you're going to get on, you're going to have to take Protonics for your stomach. So they don't want you to bleed, to have a GI ulcer and bleed to death. So, like, okay, so I that's why I've been taking it. It wasn't because of my doctor, but then whenever I was discharged, they didn't write that script. So I called back to the doctor's office and talked to the nurse, and I'm like, well, the hospital girl said I was supposed to be getting this, so I didn't know. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll write you some. I hadn't really talked to the doctor about it. So anyway, that's how things happen, just so you know. You need to talk to your doctor about stuff. Don't do like me. Don't just say, oh, well, I guess that's just how it's supposed to be. No! Ask questions. But anyway, as a nurse, we want you to ask questions. But it just wasn't my field, so I didn't know what it was. So anyway, so I decided this morning I'm going to pause taking the stomach medicine for a little bit and see how things go, because that also minimizes magnesium absorption. It didn't say whether it's if you take it at the same time or not. So this morning look at me, I'm burping. I didn't take my Protonics this morning. Anyway, no, that's because I just took a drink of soda. So anyway, yeah. So I'm not doing electrolytes tonight. I did have them. I put them in my thing this morning, my big container, my glass, and I drank on it like for the first half of the day. I refilled it the second half of the day, and I did not add any. So I'm just kind of curious because, as you know, well, if you've been around very long, I didn't start having those toe cramps until, I don't know, about the past however long. So it wasn't something that I've experienced all along this journey. So it is a newer thing. So you all have said in the comments that statins can cause muscle cramps. And so even if it does, I mean, I have to take it. I'm going to take it. So I just have to kind of figure out what's going to work better so that I can take it and not have cramps. Anyway, so yeah, I was excited about that. So we got a letter or an email from the guy who's doing the article about obesity. It's not out yet, but he asked me for a picture of me from before and after, and he also asked if they would be able to come and do a picture of me in my element cooking and recording. So when I know a date and time, I'll tell you all, but let me tell you something. You all better behave. So when they're here and they're recording, I need y'all to act right and don't be jumping around and don't be laughing. I need y'all to pay attention in class and act like, you're well behaved, so I don't have to be like, I'm sorry, picture man, hold on. I need to get on to these people right here because they're sassing. So no sassing when they come and they're just taking pictures. And so I'll probably just do a video of me cooking something or whatever. But they want a picture of me in my element. So, so when that happens, I'll let you know. But again, behave. When that happens, behave. That, and I thought I had something else to tell you. Before that, I was telling y'all about electrolytes and the medications. I don't remember. So, well, that's all I can think of. If I remember something, I'll add it to the end of this. I know we're only 14 minutes, but I want to blow my nose and I'm hungry. So I'll talk to you people later. Bye.